Pineapple Gang is Non-Fungible Wonderful, and I'm back with another Ecomi and VV video. We're on the balcony, we out in nature, and I'm feeling wonderful, man. So let's get into this. Omi will create financial freedom. And this is something that a lot of people know. You know, one of the things that I learned about Omi investors and people who invest into the Ecomi project is they go all in, man. You know, I know a lot of people who have went all in with this project because they understand where it's about to go. They understand the team behind it. They understand the tokenomics. And we see massive things happening in terms of licensing and the brand and the community that Ecomi has. But first, I want to get into a couple problems that, you know, might make people feel like, is this a project that's going to moon and take things to the next level? So, you know, there was an all-time high that Ecomi had reached, right? And this was 1 cent. You know, it hit 1 cent. And at the time, this was during the original NFT boom where you saw pieces like B-Pool going for 69 million. You know, when people found out about Ecomi and Omi, they saw these NFTs and they realized, wait, these are licensed by DC. These are licensed by Universal and all these brands. So this is a project that will boom. But over time, there was notice that it wasn't having the same gains that some of these other projects were having. And that was confusing to a lot of people because some of these projects were very new, but Ecomi had the licensing that, you know, solidified them in terms of something that could be worth a lot, right? But the main thing that is the problem with Ecomi right now is that they have a closed off ecosystem to the NFT world where it's not directly connected to ETH, it's not connected to Cardano or any of these you know, cryptos right now. Is really connected to Omi and the ecosystem that VV created within their app. And this is something that is going to change soon with Immutable X, right? And you know, I originally invested around 0.005 and I saw my investment decrease to eat the low of 0.0016. And you know, I bought the dip. I kept dollar cost and average down, and I was actually happy that my investment dipped because, you know, I wanted to invest more because I understand that when this project goes up, there will be massive gains and there will be life-changing gains made within this project. So the thing that I'm very hopeful for is that with this Immutable X transfer, there are a lot of unknowns that are going to happen. There are multiple factors that will affect this token that can push it to new heights that we've never seen before. You know, when it comes to the amount of Omi tokens that can be burned, when it comes to, you know, the team actually coming up with a system that might, you know, take a lot of the tokens out of circulation, this could have major effects on the price. So right now, I'm very excited about where Ecomi is going. We've seen major things happen in the space, and right now, this is a time that has been allowing us to accumulate Ecomi and gear up for that next moon. I made a video earlier about Ecomi mooning in September, and we have seen the early stages of it, and right now, it's around 0.0038. You know, a lot of people have been happy about this movement, and once this Immutable X transfer happens, you know, I wonder where we will really go. I wonder where the prices of these NFTs will go as well, because not only will we make life-changing gains off of the Omi, but there is a chance to make life-changing gains off of the NFTs too. So when it comes to their NFTs, these are NFTs that are licensed, they're blue chip, and they're high quality. But, you know, one of the biggest separations that Ecomi has from a lot of these other NFT projects is Ecomi has been doing this since 2016. They have understood, you know, the idea of NFTs, and they have brought this digital collectible aspect that give them a leg up on a lot of the upcoming projects that are out now. You know, they have a metaverse that they are creating that will create a social and community aspect within their app. So right now we see a huge push in terms of the community aspect. And I was just watching Taps Trades, and he had a interview with Tom, and that's one thing that Tom said. He said, look, when I found out about Ecomi, the main thing that really made me really look at the project was the community. And that's what you really need when it comes to these type of projects, because in the long term, community will drive. That will be the main driving force for any project. When it comes to something like Bored Ape Yacht Club, their community is what made that project so strong. And the thing about Ecomi is we have such a strong community, and the reason is because Ecomi knew what to do in terms of creating a app that allows multiple people's fandoms to be in one. So this is not just for comic fans or people who like Cartoon Network. They're creating an app and a platform that has a wide range and variety of users that can be on this app. And that's why, one of the things I know about Ecomi is when it comes to mass adoption, when it comes to can I see this being used on everybody's phone in the future, this is something that could be used on everybody's phone. Like when it comes to Apple, for example, right? So in one of my first videos, I talked about how VV reminds me of Apple. Like the ease and the use of it is very Apple. You don't need a instruction manual to, figure out how to use this app. This is something that you can use, based on your intuition. You can kind of, okay, this is the price of this, this is the price of this. You can really understand how to use it. The AR aspect is what takes it to a whole nother level as well. So when you think about companies like Apple, when they come out with their VR headset, when they come out with their AR glasses, they're going to want a premium app that people can use to experience different things on that, right? And I feel like VV will be one of the top companies that will, be one of the best ways to showcase a VR headset or an Apple Glass. When it comes to Apple, you're gonna be able to see your Batman and your Rizzo and these other different NFTs in that AR and really have a real experience with it. And not only that, but the metaverse and the VVverse and also the gaming. There's so many different aspects that I feel like will bring Ecomi to a whole nother level. So when it talks about financial freedom, you got to think about what is surrounding this project. It's not just a project where it's built on hype. This is built on foundation. This has a team that's been doing major things. This has a team that has people who have literally changed our world. People who have literally influenced major parts of people's childhoods, major parts of people's entire lives working on this project. So when it comes to a life-changing project, when it comes to life-changing gains, Ecomi has that. And there are a couple things right now that we have to look forward to, and I think that we will see a major boom with the OMI token and with the NFTs. It did have a major drop, but this was something positive for the community. And it's not every day where you can say, oh, a token dropped and that's something positive, because usually if a token drops, it's usually negative information coming out. It's things that haven't been working out, and people are losing faith in it. Over the time that I've been investing in this project, there has been more momentum, more faith, more belief put into this project that I have ever seen, and the token is going down. But that's because there's just a couple catalysts that is going to make it boom. But during this time, I have stayed strong. I have invested into the NFTs. I bought the ones that I felt like would be major and life-changing for me. And, right now, I'm sitting back and enjoying the ride right now. It's easier for me. I'm on YouTube. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm giving my thoughts on this project. But I just know that there's a team out there working hard every day, giving as much information to the community as possible with different AMAs and, always keeping their ear to what the community wants. This is a community-based project, and there are so many wonderful things unfolding with this team. So I just believe that, there are going to be life-changing gains, and we're going to see some major momentum with this project. So, if you haven't invested or anything, this is not financial advice, but this is a good price. Like my guy Randy says, look, anything under a cent is worth, man. And right now, OMI seems like it's going to have a major boom. I'm looking at charts like Solano, booming. Cardano booming, ETH booming. A lot of projects right now are taking off, and when Ecomi does, it's going to be a sight to see, and I'm ready for it, man. You know, I'm strapping in. I'm going to enjoy the ride to the moon. But yo, if you like this video, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, man, if you like videos like this, man. Peace.